Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, Hello everyone. We go again. But today, uh, I have I have a big topic that I will talk about it in this video. I want to talk about. I don't know whether I don't know which one is correct. Is it pronounced as Nike or Nike? And then I search it, and the correct pronounce is Nike. So I want to talk about Nike. Okay, I believe almost everyone here already knows Nike, right? We see Nike clothes and shoes, and the logo Nike is almost everywhere in the worldwide. Nike is often connected with sports, athletics, and success. Many people like Nike because it looks sporty, it looks cool and motivating. But today I want to talk about Nike from a different side, from the other side. I want to explain a problem that Nike faced in the past, a problem that made many people criticize the company. This story is often called the moment when Nike hit the wall. And but before before I'm talking about the problem, it is important to understand how Nike started. Nike was founded by Bill Nike and Bill Bowerman. At the beginning, Nike was not a big company. Bill Nike was a former athlete, and Bill Bowerman uh, as was his coach. They believed that good sports shoes should be affordable and comfortable for athletes. So at first, they did not even produce their own shoes. They imported running shoes from Japan and sold them in the US, in the United States. This small business later became Nike, and from the beginning, Nike focused on design, marketing, and performance, not on manufacturing. As like as Nike grew bigger, the company decided not to build its own factories. Instead, Nike asked factories in other countries such as Asians like Indonesia, Vietnam, and China, if I'm not mistaken, to produce shoes and clothes for them. Uh, and this decision helped help Nike reduce production costs because costs were lower. Nike could more profit. Nike could more profit and grow faster with other global brands. Nike focused on branding, advertising, and working with famous athletes while production was done by others. This strategy worked very well at first. Nike became one of the most brands in the world. The company earned a lot of money, and its products were sold in many countries in the world. However, after some time, people started to pay attention to the factories that produce produce Nike products. Activists and journalists began to investigate how workers were treated in those factories, and then they found many problems. Some workers were paid very low wages. In some factories, workers had to work for long hours every day, but with low wages. And the working environment was sometimes unsafe and uncomfortable. There were also reports about child child labor. One labor activist named Bellinger, Jeff Jeff Bellinger, yeah, that Jeff Bellinger spoke openly about these problems and said that Nike was taking advantage of of cheap labor in developing countries or uh, in developing countries. And and Jeff Jeff Bellinger reports um, Jeff Bellinger reports made more people aware of the situations. When Nike uh, first responded, company said that that it didn't that those factories did not found uh, did not or Nike did not is did not no did not own those factories. Nike explained the factories is were not is were independent companies. So Nike was not directly responsible for it for what happened there. But Nike's point of view, this was normal business relationship. However, many people did not agree with the explanation what from what explanations Nike gave. They believed that Nike still had responsible for responsibility for what happened there because Nike controlled Nike controlled productions, orders, and earn earn profit from the products. So it's still connected with those factories. And the situation became more serious when the media became involved. One famous moment was where a magazine published a photo of young boy, a young boy in Pakistan, if I'm not mistaken, sewing a Nike soccer ball. Many people were shocked when they saw this image. The photo made people angry and disappointed with Nike so bad. even though Nike later said the photo was not completely true. Public opinion had already changed. Nike began to be associated with sweatshops and unfair labor practices. After that, after that protest started, especially in universities in the United States, US. Many students protest on campus and ask their universities to stop working with Nike or to stop collaborating with Nike. Some universities some universities canceled contracts with Nike, and some athletes refused to wear Nike products. And this showed that the problem had become serious and affected Nike's reputation, especially among young people, because Nike products uh, is known by most of young people because of strong pressure. Nike slowly changed its response. The company created rules for factories, including minimum age working age and safety standards. Nike also began to check the factories more often. Later, Nike admitted that the problem was real and that improvement were were needed. This moment was important because Nike stopped denying the issue and started to take responsibility. Not the not like not like as the first time they respond for many people. They 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 realize they need to take responsibility. And even after making changes, the problem still affected Nike's business. So sad. Around 1990-11, Nike experienced a drop in sales and growth constantly down. Some con some customers lost lost trust in the brand in the night with Nike, and other brands became more popular, and the Nike uh became unknown brand or uh, like that. Uh, and this showed that social problems can affect company not only in image but also in business performance. And in conclusion, in conclusion, Nike, uh, the Nike case to teaches us, and we can learn important thing from Nike case that company's success is not only about growth and profit. Nike started as a small business with a simple idea and it grew into a global company. However, when the company did not pay pay attention to the labor conditions, it, it faced serious problem. And this story reminds us that big companies have responsibilities, especially when they operate when they operate internationally. They should they should prepare well for for become a big global company. Trust, uh, terutama, especially trust from the public is very, very, very important. And once it lost, it is difficult to rebuild. Okay, thanks. That's all from me. Thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.